Presidential report.
أنا بشرف إعلان جمهورية الصومال الفيدرالية. سلام سلاح.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah,
أخي فخامة الرئيس
my brother, His Excellency Dr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, President of the Presently Federal Republic of Somalia, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you once again to your second home, Egypt, on a visit that embodies the depth of the fraternal ties between our two countries, which are based on shared history, religion and culture, as well as common visions and objectives. This visit comes within the framework of our mutual keenness to continuously advance our strategic partnership in a way that serves the interests of our two brotherly peoples and contributes to supporting development efforts and consolidating stability in Somalia and the Horn of Africa region. Ladies and gentlemen, my discussions today with His Excellency President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud witnessed an in-depth exchange on several bilateral and regional issues of mutual interest, foremost among them the security and political situations in the Horn of Africa and the security of the Red Sea. We agreed on the importance of continuing to intensify cooperation to ensure the stability of this vital region, given its direct impact on regional and international stability and security. We also discussed ways to enhance bilateral relations in light of the joint political declaration signed last January, which aims to elevate relations between our countries to the level of a comprehensive strategic partnership. We agreed on the importance of building on the current momentum and taking concrete steps to deepen cooperation in specific areas of mutual interest, particularly in the political, economic, security, and military fields, while stressing the continuation of consultation and coordination on various relevant issues. Regarding cooperation in the military and security fields, we reaffirmed our commitment to continue coordination within the framework of the military cooperation protocol signed between our two countries in August 2024. This aims to support Somali cadres, strengthening the rule of national institutions in maintaining security and stability, combat terrorist and extremist organizations, and enable the Somali state to extend its sovereignty and control over its entire national territory. We also discussed Egypt's military and policy partnership in the new African Union transition mission in Somalia, which aims to support national efforts to establish security. In this context, we agreed on the importance of coordinating with international partners within the framework of the international community's responsibility to maintain international peace and security in order to ensure sufficient, sustainable, and predictable funding for this mission, enabling it to effectively fulfill its mandate. In this regard, I cannot fail to commend the efforts of my brother, His Excellency President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, in achieving national alignment among the components of Somali society on urgent issues facing his country, such as combating terrorism, preserving the unity of the state, and building its institutions. I affirm to His Excellency Egypt's full support for all endeavors aimed at achieving national consensus on political files in Somalia in a way that enhances security and establishes the foundations of stability and sustainable development in Somalia. My brother, Your Excellency, the President, over the past month, we have taken serious and clear steps together towards consolidating bilateral relations and deepening coordination in various fields. Today, we must continue this approach and strengthen and expand the scope of cooperation in a way that meets the ambitions and aspirations of our two brotherly peoples. In conclusion, I once again welcome you, my brother, Your Excellency, the President, and your esteemed accompanying delegation as dear guests in Egypt. I look forward to continue the close coordination between us on various priority issues and to working together for the security and stability of Somalia, the Horn of Africa, and the Red Sea region. Thank you very much, and allow me for the speech of His Excellency. In the name of Allah,
الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي أنه لشرف عظيم لي
I am honored to stand here in front of you, the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, here in this city, the Alamein new city. And I would like to extend my sincere thanks for you and for hosting me, for the Egyptian government and Your Excellency the President, and for hosting and your hospitality for our honored delegation here. We are discussing here different issues and different topics that we are having in between us, and to promote the bilateral relationships between Egypt and Somali, and we are trying to build up new projects together to reach stability and peace in our region. Actually, I admit for you, for the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, that we appreciate together our actions and our bilateral ties and the continuous support from Egypt in this meantime that we are witnessing in Somalia. So we feel we are proud and we actually appreciate your situation here. Actually, we are having a shared vision that we can move forward and to have partnerships, cooperation mission to promote the relationships between the two countries, and in addition to promote the ties between the sectors, the private sector in both countries and in the national institutions as well, and the relationships between the two peoples. And actually we continue to have these relationships for so many years together, and we look forward to have shared and common investments and to explore different sectors together. Actually, we are having a lot in common to make the best use of our resources and to build up new institutions and to explore what we can do together, because it's highly important for Somalia to start again and to have another approach to relief and to have digital transformation in the meantime. So we believe together that Somalia has a positive situation to be a good partner to Egypt, and because of the shared and common values together and between our governments. My brother, Your Excellency, I would like to thank you again for your support to us and to push forward together to take steps together. So we look forward to take steps forward and to have strong relationships more than before, and we insist to have this strong partnership between us. We look forward to your visit to Somalia and to host you in our city, in our country. We look forward to host you so close. So I would like to ensure that we are committed to promote the cooperation and investment in Egypt, and together we can move forward. We can create together an environment and a shared market and a future that is full of peace and security. Egypt has this vital role to support our peace and to support sustainability and the development in the region. So this communication between us, we are having as a chance to move forward through the flights that we are having and the new airline that we are having together. We are having new services together. These services we did not have before. For that reason, we are thankful for your support to us, and we are looking forward to
emergence of the so-called pirates, Somalian pirates, which was controlling. This was very locally based pirates, which trying to stop international shipping and trying to take money from those countries, those ships which was captured by those militias, and it was playing havoc to international navigation through the Bab al-Mandeb and the Red Sea. And the influence of those militias has dwindled in the last few years, and it was not affecting only the local maritime countries, but also countries from Britain, America, China, and Malaysia, and so on. It was very well equipped with arms, but now there is, as I mentioned before, the emergence of the militia called Shabab, Somali Shabab, which is playing havoc to the internal situation in Somalia.
Yes, that would bring me to ask Mr. Ambassador, what role does Egypt play in Somalia's counter-terrorism capacity building from your point of view?
There is a big embassy of Somalia based in Egypt, which is channeling bilateral relations. As they know, there is a lot of many Somali students who are studying in Egyptian universities and Al-Azhar University also. And also the military of Somalia are benefiting from scholarships and training programs from Nasser High Academy, which is dealing with military affairs. And Egypt was agreed upon by the African Union to be member of the peacekeeping, African peacekeeping operation, which will be trying to help stabilize the situation in Somalia and based in Mogadishu.
Yes. Sir, with the Horn of Africa actually facing many geopolitical interests, how does Somali factor is influencing Egypt's regional diplomacy from your point of view?
Unfortunately, there are many Somali factions which are trying to compete for leadership or urged by outside or local forces in order to undermine the central government. But there is ups and downs in the capacity of those elements, and but we have seen in some rise in the activities of those so-called who try to separate from the central government in recent months and years.
Yes. Sir, President Sisi said that he and visiting President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud also probed the strengthening of bilateral relations in light of the joint political declaration which was signed last January that aims to elevate the relations between Egypt and Somalia to the level of comprehensive strategic partnership. How do you see the significance of such strategic partnership between Egypt and Somalia on the political, economic, security and military aspects?
This agreement signed between the two countries several months ago was very important in order to elevate the relationship to strategic status. As I mentioned before, Egypt will be a member or already a member of the African Union's peacekeeping operation in Mogadishu and also have supported the Somali army with some military equipment. And we are training some of the others in Egypt or training programs for students in other fields of education. So there is and Somalia could play an important role of providing Egypt with a lot of meat. They have big herds of cattle and sheep, which could supply the Egyptian market with good meat, which is on high demand in the Egyptian market.
Yes. Finally, Ambassador Haggag, the economic cooperation between Egypt and Somalia, where does it stand?
This is what I mentioned. It is already at the beginning.
Yes.
But I think there is a lot of possibilities will increase in the future. We imported some of the meat. We export some of the Egyptian goods and agriculture and ready-made equipment. But there is a lot of possibility for this trade to increase in the next few years.
Yes, so there is always the ground for more cooperation in the trade and economy between both countries. Ambassador Ahmed Haggag, former Secretary General of the African Unity Organization, thank you so much for your precious input. Always a pleasure, sir. And our dear viewers, now we will have a look at the report covering the Egyptian-Somali relations in light of the current visit by the Somali President to Egypt and his meeting with President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Somalia is one of the most important countries in the Horn of